Hi everyone. Today we're going to be looking at a few artifacts in the rain. We have a wonderful bird effigy that we're starting on here. You see the really exaggerated beak and the eye carving there. Of course you can see all the rest of the lines in the bird there. It's really neat. We have a few here that we'll look at. Also just facing upward, you can see the face image there and the lines in it are very pretty. It's a really neat statue here. We're on site at one of the many ancient American sites that surround us here in the Southeastern Ceremonial Complex. Specifically, we're in Graham, North Carolina. And take a look at a few of these face effigies here. You can see how we have a yelling mouth character. And when we tilt the stone, you can see how the cheek and the features of the face come out. You also see some carvings of diamonds and things in there too. If you're looking at the carvings. It's really fun to look at these in the water. This one's a really complex one. I can see that there's an embossed on the very top here. There's a bird head, you can see the beak. But going past that, it's really interpretive, right? It is art, so it's interpretive. But you guys can see all the carvings and markings on here. And you may be able to see some of the images. So I've seen some cats and things for the first time, some wild cats. I thought that people were not being serious when they said that they were seeing cats. I was like, no, there's no cats. Yes, there are. I just wasn't seeing them yet. So this is a really neat spot. We're standing on what is a megalith in itself. This is a face right here that I'm standing on. You can see the open mouth and the eye and the nose of the character right here. So this is really neat. See some of the other weird stuff that's around here. I'm gonna have stones on here that fit into this set. So they're actually part of it. It's all kind of built together ceremonially. So it's really neat to see. Kind of in this state because it has a lot of the ones that fit together. You know, that's the way that this whole thing kind of comes together. You can see here how the stones are slid together very closely and they're all carved individually. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one here. We have several different things on it, but we can take a look at it from this side here and we see the bird heads. So we have a bird head here with the beak and the eye. We'll zoom in on that eye carving for you. You can see it. You can see the head of the bird there. And you can see also there's a bird head pointing upward. That's what these other markings are. See how now the beak is poked up on this one and the beak is sucked down on this one. On this, if you look closely, there's actually a little character on here with those little carving for his eye. Sorry, ant. But going back to the big bird head here with its eye right there perhaps, or its eye right there, you can see just the diamond shape. And then if you look down here, you can see how the wing is portrayed. So this is the wing of the bird right here. And if you look above it, you'll see another identical bird head right here. So you can use that bird head for the body of this bird. And in different ways, it's going to represent birds in different directions. So we also have a bird this direction. See how it's a carving on top of a carving? And let's see what's recessed in here. Normally there are some cool things in here. So just little, you can see these worked stones. And these are actually little effigies of little characters of humans and birds. Yep. Here's a little, how they make the little, oops, sorry guys, little ripple for the lips there. And these little characters. Very interesting. So we could just dig in here, guys, and find so much. There is literally so much on here, but I don't want to take all of your time up. So maybe we'll just scan over a few of the larger ones here. See what we can see. Can't really go too far into the water. So let's go ahead and get deep on one of these. Let's go ahead and pick up this big old blade. Take a look at it for its common archaeological elements. You can see how the napped sharp edge, it's kind of like a hand axe here. It's tough for me to take these straight out of the clay where they're at because I'm kind of destroying part of it when I do that, because the clay is all fashioned in the art as well. So you can see how every which way you turn it, it's just going to represent a bird in some which way or another. Every time I turn it, there's a new bird head, a different type of bird. Let's see. Look at the carvings in the face there. As we tilt it, that's when the carvings and the circles for the eyes come out. See how they turn into diamonds? You can see how the tail and everything is back there now. And the little wing floating back here. You'll find that on every single one. So just on the end here, there's a little bird head. If you look closely, there's the little spot for the eye, of course, and the recessed beak just embossed onto the stone there. And we're back here. Let's go ahead and turn this one this way to the right. You can see how it's also a bird to the right, and this time the wing pokes up here. They're pretty crafty with the way they did this. Isn't it neat? So now that we've gone through the birds, we can start to see some of the humans in here. And there are some, see the black marks, and some of that stuff might be stones. But you can see actually within the clay, if you look closely, there's little stripes and markings and things. The way that they pack these, they did the art on the clay as well. Here there's going to be the woman on the very end here with the very exaggerated hair. It's going to be a few different people that I was wrong about the character that was coming out there. Looks like this one's coming out. If you look closely where the eye should be there, you see the little diamond and everything that's coming out there. Watch when I tilt that. You can make a perfectly proportioned face. See how that comes out? Just on the very edge of the stone here. And you can see that beautiful eye and the round face. Now look for larger images. See, when you turn, you got to turn it at this angle. You can make those long. See how the diamond cutout for the eye is coming out a little further back. This is how this art works. It's a secret art. Look at all those lines to see how I can make those kind of straight. And you may start to see some petroglyphs or images in there. You actually have to tilt the art in order for everything to line up. That's how it's designed. It's probably why it went unrecognized for so long. Just took a few people to figure it out. So, really happy about that. All right, guys, that's just one. We could spend all day on every single one. Just wanted to do a quick update and just a little video for you guys. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.